Just a few days into the new school year and more students have tested positive for COVID-19. Cherokee County Schools making national headlines and once again sending letters to parents alerting them of the infections and mandatory quarantines. 4 schools in the district now impacted. Mara Siriani live near Dean Rusk Middle School in Canton with the very latest.
Well, as you mentioned, it is just the first week of school and already entire classrooms are being sent home. So here at Dean Rusk, the principal sent a letter home to parents and families saying that an 8th grade student here has tested positive for COVID-19. In that letter, they say that all students who may have come into contact with that student who tested positive will now have to quarantine for 14 days. So let's go over a list of the impacted schools. So the 8th grader here at Dean Rusk, we have a 2nd grader at Sixes Elementary, a whole class there had to be quarantined, and a 1st grader at Hasty Elementary and Fine Arts Academy also testing positive. Now, additionally, the district confirms an entire kindergarten class at RM Moore Elementary is in quarantine after a teacher showed symptoms. That was on Monday. Cherokee Schools Superintendent Brian Hightower says he'll do what's in the best interest of the entire community, and says that he will shut down schools if cases continue to rise. So, of course, we're monitoring all of this, but that's the very latest here from Cherokee County this morning.
All right, Mara and Francesca Amaker also staying on top of this one for us this morning. Francesca, this story is stirring up a lot of emotion online.
Yeah, it certainly is. It has a lot of debate behind it as well. But I think the root is people are just panicked. They're not really sure what to do at this point. And of course, this is actually one of our top stories on 11alive.com. And we're asking you the question, should all classes be held virtually? We want you to vote right now on 11alive.com/vote. And of course, Cherokee County began the school year on Monday with both in-person and digital learning. And students in class are not required to wear masks. So that has a lot of people talking too. Now, in a letter to stakeholders this week, Superintendent Brian Hightower wrote in part, "We're going to take positive cases seriously. We care about our kids and our team of dedicated teachers and staff. We will notify you of positive cases at your child's school." Here's what some of you are saying about all this online, though. Lillian says, symptoms don't show up for 7 to 10 days after exposure, so didn't happen at school. And Deborah says, thank goodness my kids are out of school now. I think it's really going to continue to explode the longer school is done in the classroom. And Sandy says all schools should start remotely until the virus is under control. You're putting students and staff in harm's way. Again, our poll with COVID-19 cases increasing in schools, should all classes be held virtually? That is the question, and we want you to continue to chime in. Use the hashtag MorningRushATL and weigh in on this one.
So far, the majority of you are saying no. Students in Morgan County heading back to school today for both in-person and digital learning. We have a back-to-school guide on 11alive.com breaking down plans for each Metro Atlanta district. We can send it right to your phone. Just text the word school to the number on your screen, 404-885-7600. We also have all of your back-to-school information for counties in our area and their reopening plans scrolling at the bottom of your screen.